Welcome to the YouTube channel of me, Uglywretch. Like, comment, and subscribe, or else.
Time to talk about something I should probably have looked at a couple of years ago, but honestly, I've only recently gotten around to fixing it. So, Earthrise Doubledealer upgrade kit. Yeah, okay. So, there are a few different pieces to it. There are some filler bits for at least the tank mode. There are some leg extenders. There's a weapon handle. I think that's it. And I still don't have the two cassettes that go with him. It's Knock and something else. Can't remember the name. So the first thing we've got is this weapon handle. Instead of having to use the peg that was here and the gun sticking off his arm like that, you got this handle. It's an extension, so you can now use it there. It's a bit more of a natural thing, and this isn't glued or anything like that, so you can take it off if you want. There can be an argument for taking it off for the tank mode or carrier mode, but it ends up looking like this, and if you turn it around, you can just say that's a gun on its own. Doesn't look great, but you can do that if you want. So this is missile. And this isn't the best way to show it off, but these are the legs that are now filled in with parts that are primarily for the missile launcher mode. So, you know, these joints are an absolute nightmare to take out. And mine was really loose. I got this at TF Nation about 4 years ago. So I'm going to regret this because getting these pieces in is a bit more art than anything else. Like this piece that you just have to just about wedge in there. Okay. We have this. It's got this little lip here. On camera. Little lip here. And these two cuts. So the lip goes into these grooves. And the cuts just go around there. These did not want to go on here at all. This is a new piece. This we've had to replace. We've had to unscrew it, take it apart, get it out of there, which was an absolute nightmare. To getting it out's not so bad. Getting it back in is an absolute nightmare. Had to do that. And what that does, it's basically got a slider in it. You can see there. So this is the extended leg. And that's the original leg. So if you don't think it's a difference, it really is. It's absolutely a difference. And if I remember rightly, his leg could only bend that far originally because of the way the kit was. Well, the way the knee was. But with the extended knee, you can get over 90 degree. So that's good. I'm going to get this out of the way because it's... Now, this kit does have an impact on both the alternate modes. The Eagle mode, or whatever it is, not so much, but the tank mode, absolutely. And like I say, to get these in, it's honestly more art than anything else. You have to try and get the flattish side to go in. And you need to get it something like that. Try and get it in something like that. Hope it stays now. Don't worry, I'll cut the transformation for the most part. I'll just show you the relevant parts. It's gonna get on my nerves. I just did it for the other side. Literally just did it before the review. Anyway, you need to get it in something like that. Whatever. And then, where's it gone? This piece. It goes on over the top, it traps it. It's not very good. It doesn't fit very well. It's a pain in the bum. So, I'll show you the tank mode. I'll come back at the relevant parts of the tank missile launcher, whatever. Okay? We'll be right back. Okay. So we need to transform the front piece. We've got the rest all done. We just need to use the sliders, slide it in. Excuse me, I've got a cold or something. And then just fold the knee up until it lines up with the tab in the thigh there, I believe. Yep. So slide in and shove this together because it should come together right now. Do 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 do. Okay, get that all locked together. Close it up. So there's the base machine. I'm not going to mess with the smoke launchery things. Right. So the missile, you can take this off if you like and just store this in one of the other peg holes. But for argument's sake, I'll show you what it's like with the missile because it's already got, excuse me, little peg there, big peg there. So it doesn't actually make any difference. You just plug it into the front. Apart from it being a little higher up, make sure that is actually pegged in, there you go. Apart from it being a little higher pegged up, it makes no difference whatsoever. So that's perfectly fine. But the more important part is this front section. So what we need to do here is get these two pieces, the bits that didn't want to stay inside the calf, and they sort of grudgingly go together. Not very well, and maybe I need to file them because they don't seem to be perfectly lined up, but it's close enough. That's the problem with these upgrade kits. Sometimes, and this one especially, you do need to do some work. These little like hook pieces that are sticking out go into these little cutouts. So we're going to line that up, shove it onto there. Okay. And that looks better already, doesn't it? But there's still this. Well, that's what these are for. So what you do with these is you line them up, use these tabs, and you need to fold this bit inside, I think. Yeah, fold this bit inside and peg into there without pushing this off. Do the same on this side. Come on. You can put these on these pieces first. That would probably have been a better idea, but whatever. And that is the front of Doubledealer's missile launcher mode. And alright, the missile being a little bit higher up, I think I should probably just tighten that hinge. But it can make it droop a little bit down. It's not the end of the world. But the front looks so much better now. Rather than just that giant empty gap. It looks a lot better. Yeah? And it's not, I know it's not the perfect colour, but it's not far off. Even by eye, it doesn't look perfect, but it's a lot closer. I'm not going to worry about these things, because you know what to do with those. Okay, let's go for the eagle mode. Okay, I'll be right back, but this time, after a word from our sponsors. Ooh. Are you bored of the same old Transformers reviewers? People who say every figure's amazing, even though it looks like absolute garbage. People who are clearly reviewing them on the day that they got them without any time to really experience the figures or have a real understanding of what they're like. People who don't know you can just floor polish joints to make them tighter and it's not a big deal. Annoying, but not a big deal. Then maybe you should use old, same formula, Uglywretch. Using only the latest technology in reviewing equipment. Only giving mild tinnitus to anyone watching his live streams or when he joins other people's. So subscribe today because I really want to bump these numbers up and maybe even start making a little bit of cash. So don't delay. Make a difference. Today. I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. The hand thing looks really stupid from that way around, doesn't it? Whatever. Wasn't that exciting? You sick of it yet? I take sponsors if people want to pay me. Anyway. So now we've got most of the front bit done. And what we need to do is this. Now, I was fighting with it for ages, and for some reason I thought that this went over the top. You know, like I can untab from here for a second without I thought I'd have to bend the knee the wrong way and have it go over the top. No, you just push it further under. And that should allow you to bring this into the correct position. And tabbed into place, and it ends up like that. Doing this through the camera doesn't help. Let me look over the camera at the actual figure. That might help a little bit. Ugly, come on. Come on. And this isn't the kit's fault. This is just a fiddly figure to transform. There we go. Lock in. Lock in. Lock all that together. Okay. And I believe this is supposed to fold here. Come on. And this hooks over the top, if I remember rightly. Or have I not got that perfectly lined up? Ah, there we go. On that side, get it lined up. There we go. Oh, fan-dabby-dozy. This comes through, that's right. Locks into there. Blah, blah, blah. Get the legs down. All singing, all dancing. Rock and roll. Okay. So that's how the back looks now. Still don't like, but okay. Right, now we need to bring in these other parts. Now, if I remember rightly, this was it supposed to sit something like that? I think it still does. I don't remember. That's the thing, transforming this thing, I tend to forget what it's like. So what you want to do with these, and you're supposed to do it basically the same way as the tank mode, or the missile launcher, or whatever. But honestly, I watched someone else's review and they decided the best way of doing it was to do it differently. And I agree with them completely. Can't remember whose review it was. I'm sure you'll find it's probably better than this one. Was it Taff Taff? Could have been Taff Taff. Taff Taff's better than me. Is to do this and have these fold the other way to the outside. It's just the best way of doing it. Wow, my throat's going horrible. Whatever. Excuse me, boys and girls. I do apologise. Right, so we got this. Okay. So put that on there. That on there. Oh, cool. You excited, yeah? Is this thrilling entertainment? Good. Okay. Okay. And now this bit still goes, I think, back where it normally does. Something like that. That doesn't seem right. No, that can't be right. No, it's not. You put this on. I think you have to take this off for this mode. I think you have to take this off. I don't think it works otherwise. So we'll take this hand bit off. Stick that on there the way it wants to. Then we'll do the grip here. Does that still work? I think it still works. Where's the front one? Front one. There we go. So that still goes on there. Everything still lines up. Excuse me. And then you just have to put the other bits on it and this as well somewhere. So put it like there. I don't know. I must warn you, I did have to file this peg down, so it's not like the tightest peg in the world, but you do something like stick on the side of the missile. It should go on there. Don't care. You can find somewhere to put it, okay? But that's the upgraded kit in its full. Does it work? Yeah, actually it does. It does make a good improvement for the legs. Getting these pieces to fit in the legs is the biggest trouble you'll have with the whole thing. Even taking this apart and fitting the annoying knee parts here, that's bad. But getting these pieces to stay where you want them to stay in the legs is the hardest part of the whole thing. If you're so inclined and if you've got the space and you'll remember where they are, you can always just leave them to the side when you got them in robot mode. You can do that, it's an option. But I think it does actually help a lot. So for that one guy who's like, oh, you did an unboxing of this, but you didn't do the review, that's helpful. Done now, isn't it, Sunshine? And on that note, I've got a Scarper. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come back now, you hear?